Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 news video. The most recent Wastelanders delay is generating a lot of controversy and a further pushback could happen again. A new event has been unveiled and griefers are still on the loose. Here's another 10 things to know right now. Hey! So before we get over the news, I really want to thank you all for the endless support. We have just hit 25k subscribers last night, and I really can't thank you enough for allowing me to cover Fallout 76 as I do. You guys and girls are amazing, for real. Moving forward, there are rumors that the Wastelanders DLC could be delayed even further, and the community is quite upset. People are also demanding another double experience event as some sort of compensation. Anyway, there are more details on a new Wastelanders event, and the existing PTS could become a public one soon enough. Fallout 76 color papers have been shared through Reddit, and the Chat podcast has covered the Country Roads song to lift the spirits in this very difficult time. Moreover, I have encountered some more griefers and I have been experiencing some really persistent bugs. Let's get into the details. Alright, so last Thursday, March 26th, Bethesda announced another delay for the Wastelanders DLC. They pushed it back one more week from the 7th to the 14th of April. The new date has even been updated on Steam and Wikipedia by now. Why did they do this though? Well, first they mentioned their staff is now working remotely, and that has its limitations, as you can imagine. But the main reason seems to be about something else. Bethesda claims they still need to do final testings, and for some strange reason, 1 week more is supposed to solve that. Honestly, I don't believe it, but maybe there is some major issue or bug that is about to get fixed, therefore they only need a few more days to get it done. Otherwise, I don't see how it makes sense. Well, Bethesda also mentioned they did everything they could to minimize the delay. That could mean a lot of things, such as releasing the DLC with lots of minor issues or even missing content. Needless to say that most people got really upset, shocked, and even enraged about the new delay. For me, it was no surprise. I even called it last week. I suspected there would be a delay sooner or later, and it ended up happening, sadly. Now, there are rumors that more delays might happen in the near future. After all, 1 week won't be enough for Bethesda to conduct their final tests and fix major issues reported during the PTS. As I mentioned before, I really don't see how 1 week is going to solve anything. 5 more days in the development cycle of a game is nothing at all. Note that Bethesda doesn't work on weekends, so that's why I said 5 days. Anyway, some people seem to really believe the DLC is far from being ready, and 1 week is not going to bring anything new into the table, especially when Bethesda has been working on this DLC for about a year now. I don't want to be negative or pessimistic, but if you ask me about my opinion, I don't think they will delay it again, because it's counter-logical. If that was the case, then they would have delayed it for 2, 3, 4 more weeks instead of just 1. What may happen though is they will release the Wastelanders with the existing issues they have right now, since there is no more time to fix and test things, and eventually patch it out over time as they have been doing over the past year. That would be my best guess about this matter, but what do you guys think? Do let me know. Right now, there is a huge speculation about the true reasons that led Bethesda to delay the Wastelanders one more time and for just 1 week. I found dozens of comments and posts of players expressing their opinions. I even had personal conversations with a few who can find a logical explanation for this short delay. As shown, some players claim Bethesda is using the ongoing pandemic as an excuse to buy some more time. Others accuse Bethesda of not having proper resources, and that's why they have been delaying the DLC over and over again. Honestly, I think most of these comments are just a clear expression of frustration and disappointment. But I must agree with something though. This 1 week delay doesn't make much sense, does it? I really don't mind waiting a few more weeks if that was strictly necessary. However, I think being transparent and honest is also a virtue, especially for a huge company like Bethesda. But I'm not so sure their public statement has much transparency though. And yeah, that makes me think twice. Maybe they do really have an agenda. For now, all we can do is wait and wait a little bit more. As to be expected, the majority of the community is upset about yet another Wastelanders delay. Sure, some people are reacting in a civil and understanding way. After all, we are living in very difficult times right now, and with Bethesda's entire staff working remotely, lots of new challenges emerge. However, in general, people are tired of waiting. They seem to be on the edge right now, and I really can't blame them. We have seen several delays over the past months, and in my opinion, all this disappointment is also understandable. In fact, some people have scheduled holidays for this previously Wastelanders release date, and now they won't be able to play for obvious reasons. I would be sad and frustrated too if that was my reality. Another issue is that people have nothing much to do in-game at this point. I know a fair amount of people who took a break weeks or even months ago, and they are currently waiting for the Wastelanders to come out, but it keeps getting delayed, so they keep on playing other games. So yeah, disappointment seems to be the main keyword here for the time being. Hopefully it will change in the following weeks. In the past weekend, Bethesda enabled a Preview sale with 25% off, as well as a double XP weekend. A surprise one to help people enjoy Fallout 76 a little bit more while on lockdown. That was kind of dumb, by the way. Now people are requesting another double experience weekend as some sort of reward or compensation for the recent Wastelanders DLC delay. It would surely help all of those players who have recently created new characters to prepare for the Wastelanders, as well as new players looking forward to level up faster and everybody else who is still trying to reach rank 100 in Nuclear Winter. Will it happen though? Most likely. It wouldn't surprise me if they did it next weekend or the following one. I mean, half of the world is still at home on lockdown and we have 3 more weeks to wait for the upcoming DLC, so it would be a great way to give extra incentive to play Fallout 76. So yes, another surprise double XP event is likely to go live in the following weekends. Alright, during PAX East 2020, Bethesda announced the first new event for the Wastelanders DLC, Riding Shotgun at Big Bend Tunnels, which is basically an escort event for the Blue Caravan Ridge. You must defend the traders against the hostile Blood Eagles, a subfaction of the raiders, while collecting lost supplies scattered around. I know, lots of new factions right there. Now they have unveiled a second public event called Radiation Rumble, which will take place at Yamet Disposal Site. In this one, you will have to defend another faction, the Scavengers, but this time you must fight off glowing creatures while mining irradiated ore around the disposal site, while also surviving the extremely high radiation levels inside this location. Hazmat suits or power armors will be your best friend here, I am suspecting. It sounds like a really difficult mission from what I have read so far. Anyhow, about new public events have tier rewards like Project Paradise, which means if some of the NPCs die or you don't gather enough supplies or ore, you want to lock the best possible rewards for each event. So you might want to team up with your friends or try to voice chat with randoms to get things done, when it goes live, of course. I feel like this one is an old topic by now, but griefers are still out there and targeting random people. A few days ago, I was farming some junk items when I heard footsteps around me, and then the mine clip sound. I assumed someone was trying to kill me, it wouldn't be the first time, so I ran away and healed some of my rads. Then I saw this peculiar player's name. Very peculiar, huh? By then I knew I was getting griefed again, but since I am prepared now, I decided to just keep doing what I was doing. Ignoring them, yeah? This guy kept following me for some minutes, spamming emotes and attacking me with his pad ball thingy. I eventually spawned my survival tent and played some music, and he tried to kill me with Nuka Mines. I understood he wasn't about to give up, so I just changed servers and that's about it. This shows that griefers are still out there and doing what they do best, annoying people. So watch out guys, be prepared for this sort of event, it could happen anytime. I have been wondering what will happen to the current private test servers after the Wastelanders goes live. And this recent downvoted post over Reddit kinda reminded me of the topic once again. I even made a comment there that was upvoted by some people, but let's be honest here, Bethesda has promised us a public test server since, I don't know how long, since last year, and so far nothing. There will be no purpose for the current PTS once the Wastelanders goes live, so the most logical use for it would be as a public test server, as a way to test upcoming patches and prevent entire features to break like it happened in the past. Patch 16. But who knows, maybe it will just shut down for the time being. What do you guys think will happen to the private test servers? Have you ever seen Fallout 76 color pages? Well, if not, then that's about to change. I have recently found this post over Reddit where a player has shared dozens of colored pages following the Fallout 76 concept. I was quite surprised, to be honest. It's one of these things you are not really prepared to see, not in a bad way though. If you enjoy art or if you have kids, then this might be a new fun way to spend some time while you are stuck at home. One of my favorite drawings is this Mothman paper, but there are so many more. I am sure you'll find something that fits your personal taste. I am leaving the link below the video in case you want to check it out. Lastly, I have something curious that might be able to make you laugh or cringe. Why not both though? The Fallout 76 podcast team has covered the Country Roads song. They have included all their voice actors and the end result is quite hilarious. They were supposed to present it during PAX East this year, but there was not enough time. So they decided to share the cover now in such a difficult time. Plus, we just received the news that the Wastelanders is getting delayed. They wanted to lift people's spirits and I think they managed to do that for some at least. I'm also leaving the link below the video for those who would like to hear the song cover. Cheers! Now it's time for the bug show. During this past week I didn't encounter that many different bugs, mostly a few ones that were very persistent, such as not being able to perform emotes. My emote bar is bugging out like 80% of the time. Even switching weapons doesn't solve it anymore, so if you find me in game and wonder why I don't react, it's probably because I'm experiencing this bug. I also had several episodes of action points weirdness. It would either be depleted while I stand or walk, or I would have infinite stamina during queen fights, for example. It would just deplete after, I don't know, 20 seconds. And this allows me to spam critical hits, VATS hits, and so on. I heard this is a common bug in laggy servers, so I guess the server delay was quite bad this past week. Something that is happening a lot too is my game's resolution. I see it full screen while playing, but when I record it shows like this. It ends up with a different resolution for some reason, and that's really bothersome, means more edits for me. I have also seen several bugged players on beds, chairs, and even while playing music. The animations get stuck like this. People can spawn their survival tents in the sky too. I'm not sure how it works, but I have seen it myself before in the past. Laying down on things will make your character look like a snake with super flexibility skills. Oh yeah. And well, I managed to spot some pink stuff that I have no idea what it was. Literally as if I saw a ghost. A pink one in this case. That was really strange. Well, it was a rather calm week until the past Thursday, where all the news came at once. That's one of the reasons I am only publishing the weekly news today. I think we are all a bit upset about the Wastelanders DLC delay, but maybe it was for a good reason, even though I can't really understand how a few more days will allow them to conclude their DLC tests. Let's hope no more delays will happen, and well, I am confident we will get another double experience event before the Wastelanders goes live. I will wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. I am Marta Branco. Leave a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. You can also support me even further if that's your wish. My Patreon page is always below the video and you can become a member at any time. I will see you all very soon in the next one. Until then, stay safe, take care, adeus, bye bye!